How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Last time, we had a quick pit stop back on Ula Ula Island, and then we made our way back to Pony Island, where we continued our endeavors around the Alola region, now that we've become the very first champion. Last time, we ended up facing Dexio, one of Professor Sycamore of the Kalos region assistants, where he showed us the power of Mega Evolution, which we now are able to wield, but we need to trade somebody for an Alakazam in order to do that, and I don't really got time for that. So, we're gonna just ignore Mega Evolution. You know about Mega Evolution by now. It's back, starting with Legend ZA. Will it stay in Generation 10? Who knows? Probably not, because they always bring back concepts and then scrap them. Nonetheless, enough rambling. In this episode, we are going to be heading inside of this very lush-looking, meadowy entrance area, which, ironically, leads to the Pony Meadow. Alright, so in the Pony Meadow, there are some Pokemon we could encounter if we so wished, but there are also trainers and plenty of items for us to collect. So, let's go around here. I'm gonna ignore this lady and her Probopass. I'm just gonna make my way through. I may have to face a couple trainers down the road, but that's only because, you know, I'm kind of forced to. Oh, I didn't actually want to fish. I was thinking of surfing on the water, because there actually is something that we can do, but I think I have to go a different way to get to that water entrance. Was there an item here? Am I bugging? There's an item in the foreground, but I was thinking that there was one up here. This is another purple nectar. If we have an Oricorio, we could change its form to the Sensu style, which becomes a ghost flying type. We're gonna use another repel. We're just gonna come across this way and grab this power lens. Ooh, okay. I believe... Oh, which one is the power lens? The power lens, I believe... I don't want to get this wrong. The power lens... No, I don't remember what it is. I mean, I could look it up, but, you know. That's gonna bother me, seeing that entrance down there and not being really able to do anything. I'll figure it out at some point. Alright, let's just pass through more of these lush, meadowy looking areas. Oh, there's actually a lot more of that underground, like, cave over that way. Okay. I just gotta keep that in mind, because I do want to explore as much as I can, even though, technically, I already did mention that we're not gonna be going, like, full throttle and doing some events that were in the last post-game in Sun and Moon, but, you know, it's still new scenery for us to see. TM50 Overheat was right there. I'm glad I picked that up. And then we can just make our way over here. Okay, we have three ways we can go. We can go up this way for this item, which is a Max Revive. Very, very good item. I would not know what I would do without any Max Revives in Pokemon. Okay, we could go inside of this cave opening, or we could grab this item first. I think I'm gonna grab the item here first, which is a Power Herb. Okay. That actually helps with stat boost. That's really cool. I like that one. See, I remember items sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Alright, we're gonna spray another repel. And then we're gonna go inside of this gigantic cave opening. So, inside of this gigantic cave happens to be the Resolution Cave. And here in the Resolution Cave, we can't do anything unless we have our ride Pokemon, Mudsdale. So, let's hop on Mudsdale, over this way, and then we have a couple of options we could go for. So if we go down here, there is a trainer that we can fight, but if we come this way, well, there's still trainers we have to fight. Actually, could I avoid you? Can I can avoid the trainer. This is only an item. A power weight. Okay. Lots of power items in our way. I do want to avoid. I think, yeah, I was gonna get seen no matter what there. I ended up here in Resolution Cave while searching for more trials. Okay, we've defeated the veteran, so we can't do anything that way. We're gonna have to hop on Mudsdale again here, because the only way we can go now is down this way. There is a backpacker that we can fight, but I would like to avoid as much battling as I can, and pick up TM26 Earthquake, one of the greatest TMs in all of Pokemon. Earthquake is such a great move, and I was hoping to get past you, but I think I also would have had to get off of my Tauros in order for that to happen. So yeah, I think I was screwed either way. Alright, we've defeated the Backpacker, and really quickly, I am going to heal up my team because I completely forgot to heal them up after my battle with Dexio, so I'm going to rectify that really quickly before I get myself into absolute trouble by having another major battle. I don't think there are any other major battles upcoming against other trainers, so I'm just being safe, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no actual, like, major boss fight coming up. Nothing here, really? Nothing? Oh, wait, there's a teeny little secret. Aha! A terrain extender! This will have the terrains that can be brought upon by certain moves and abilities to last just a little bit longer. Really, really cool. Okay, so if I head down this way, more Tauros, and then if I go down here... Okay, so that's where I want to go. But I do want to go this way first because there should be more items and... Oh no, it was just a trainer. Not even items, just another battle, which means more editing for me. Alrighty, we've defeated the Backpacker, and I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay, I was hoping you were maybe secretly guarding an item. Why did I almost, like, gargle while I was saying secretly? Gargle. Anyway, let's head inside of this cave, because deep inside of this chamber lies actually something that we could rectify, or at least partially rectify. Try not to spoil it too much by showing it off. You could kind of see it a little bit up there on that perch. First off, there are some items we can collect. First, a light ball over this way. I'm going to try to be very careful in terms of showing this thing off, because I do not want to do that, at least not yet. Yes, we will spray another repel. In the top left corner, we're going to grab an Adrenaline Orb that would help with calling SOS Pokemon if we so wished. The music here is not as epic as it probably should be for this specific thing, but, you know, it is what it is. Right here is a Toxic Orb to the right, and then in the top left, please don't spoil this thing here, thank you. I believe there is a hidden item, and it is right there next to that patch of grass right in the middle. It is a big nugget. Alright, so the thing that I was trying to avoid showing is actually a legendary Pokemon. In fact, it's the legendary Pokemon that should have had its own game, but it ended up getting some love just this past year in terms of a better outcome. I don't really want to spoil Legends EA, but Zygarde got some love in this generation, in Generation 7, and it also got a little bit of love to close out Generation 9. Without any further ado, I am going to quickly save, because I'm hoping to catch this thing with a status ailment, and the only way I can afflict a status ailment is by poisoning it. So, yeah, I'm playing devil's advocate cards, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that Pokemon X and Y riff. Oh, it's so beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and use Toxic with Venom here on Zygarde, which is a Dragon and Ground type. So I could have tried paralyzing it with Gwen if it wasn't a Ground type. Unfortunately, though, beggars can't be choosers. Speaking of paralysis, it's going to paralyze me with Glare, but my Pokemon Refresh comes through in the clutch. Alright, so, when you poison a Pokemon, it will gradually get worse and worse in terms of damage that gets chipped on it. Which means I'm not actually touching this thing at all. I'm just gonna be tossing some Pokeballs. So let's just go ahead and use a Dusk Ball and see if we can catch it on the very first one. Yeah, unfortunately, not gonna always happen. Safeguard, it's a little too late for that there, Zygarde, because you already got poisoned. And as you're about to see, that poison damage, you see how much it did? It ended up doing pretty much double what it did the first time. Okay. I do have a Master Ball that I could use if I wanted to, but I'm trying to keep hold of my Master Ball. Trying to keep a nice tight grip on it here. Still not going to catch with a Dusk Ball. Dusk Balls are more effective inside of caves. Resolution Cave, so you would think, hey, Dusk Ball would be perfectly awesome for this battle, but right now it's not really paying dividends now, is it? Wow, it hasn't even shaken once and it's almost at half health. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so essentially we only have 2 more turns. With Toxic, you get 5 turns against Zygarde, so I'm hoping this one, now that it's half health, will do a little bit better. 1. Okay, it shook once. We pretty much do only get 1 more chance, so technically like 4 chances to really catch this Pokemon. Alright, I will reset if I do not catch it on this ball. And maybe next time I'll actually probably just use Ultra Balls. Wow, it did not even shake whatsoever. Okay, it's just gonna keep doing that, so my L and R buttons don't really work on my system anymore, so I am gonna have to quickly pause the game and then close it out and open it back up. The only thing is, being that I'm on an original 3DS model, closing the software is gonna, like, take an extra couple seconds to reboot, so I'm gonna do a quick cut, and I will meet you back inside of a battle with Zygarde in just a moment. Alright, round number 2 against Zygarde. This time, I am not gonna be poisoning it. I've learned my lesson. And you know what? For some giggles, we're gonna try a Quick Ball, because Quick Balls are supposed to work on the very first turn, are they not? Let's give it a go, see if we get it. It did not even shake once. Yeah, I probably should have expected that. Land's Wrath, the signature move of Zygarde, is not enough to take out Venom. Wow, that's actually pretty shocking. Oh god. I don't think a Dragon Pulse will take it out, but I'm not gonna take the risk. I'm just gonna use Sludge Wave just to do some chip damage, because again, it'd be super effective to use Dragon Pulse. I'm not risking it at all. I'm just gonna start chipping away at it just to see how low I can get it without giving it a status ailment. That way, we can see if we can maybe catch it the all-natural way. Alright, I'm gonna send in Caffeine here now. I mean, none of my Pokemon really have a great matchup against Zygarde. Well, technically, I guess Triton has a pretty good matchup, but I mean, you know, I just want to play it as safe as I can. Shadow Claw did get a critical hit, but that didn't actually do too much damage, which is good, because if I get another critical hit, I know I will not take it out. So I'm going to use Shadow Claw again to hopefully get it to the red health. Yeah, there we go. I ended up getting it down to red, so now all I have to do is start tossing Pokeballs. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna throw Ultra Balls here because it is the most high chance besides a Master Ball to catch this thing, so let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3... Aw, dang, I was hoping the second Pokeball would have been more than enough to catch it, but unfortunately my luck was not too great. But we do know that we are in a perfect range spot, because typically when it shakes about 3 times, we're in a good spot. And of course, as soon as I said that, it doesn't even shake at all. That's wonderful. Thankfully, Comatose is coming through, and Glare is not paralyzing me. I love Caffeine's ability. Comatose is a pretty underrated ability, especially in VGC. Not gonna even shake again. That is wild. Okay. Safeguard does not matter at all. Also, I almost just used a move on this thing, and that means I would have had to reset again, and that would have not been great, because it takes forever to load on an old 3DS. Not gonna shake again. My goodness. How are you gonna shake 3 times and then not shake at all 3 times in a row? That's actually wild to me. Another Ultra Ball. Come on, baby. Really? Again, it's not gonna shake? I'm getting a little concerned now. Like, did my game just bug out on me? I know, it's stupid RNG. But the RNG is not usually this stupid. What is that, the 7th time that it didn't shake once after shaking 3 times? I know my luck is pretty bad with catching legendary Pokemon, but it's usually not this bad. And again, I don't want to use my Master Ball. 1, 2... Okay, we got 2 that time. I guess complaining about no shakes makes it actually do something. Wow, it didn't even load up the HP bar. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, Safeguard is gone, but again, that does not matter. We're not poisoning or doing anything to this thing. 1. Okay, we got 1 shake that time. And you can try glaring me all you want. You are not going to affect me. One, 2, 3... There we go. Alright, Zygarde has been caught. Caffeine is gonna grow to level 70. And Zygarde's data has been added to the Pokédex. Zygarde, the Order Pokemon, a Dragon and Ground type. This form, specifically, is its 50% form. Some say it can change to an even more powerful form when battling those who threaten the ecosystem. We will not be giving Zygarde a nickname, and we are gonna send it to the box. And there we go, we have captured a legendary Pokemon. Again, they showed Zygarde a bit of love in Alola compared to Kalos, and then they also gave it more love recently in Kalos, thankfully, because, you know, you can't do Legend ZA, I guess, outside of Kalos. Nonetheless, we are gonna use another Repel here, and we're gonna speed things up a bit. We're just gonna ride on Tauros here. We're gonna go ahead and get on out. Oh, now we have to go on Mudsdale. Yep, come on. I know I need to switch my Pokemon, because Tauros can't just charge across those blocks. Alright. Tauros is basically like your best friend in this game when you want to move fast, since we don't really have a bike. So, we're gonna go down this way. Oh, nope, never mind. I missed the ledge. There we go. Now we're gonna go down, and down, and down, and out. Because... Oh, wait. Oh no, that leads to that item area. Oh, no. Let's go down, down, down. So now I need to figure out how to get into that cave. So we're gonna head back into the Pony Grove. Or the Pony Plains, sorry. I think I got my, my locations mixed up. Actually, have we seen Pony Grove yet? For a second, I thought that was a shiny Pyroar. Oh, that would have been something if I ran into a shiny Pyroar, or a shiny Pokemon in general. Even though I ran into that shiny Ghastly in my, Ultra Sun. Love that. That was a great moment, by the way. That was a really awesome moment. Blue Sparkling Aria, take it out. Just take it out really quickly, because I need to get places. I need to try to find this secret area, because I believe there's actually something we can do. There actually might be a Z Crystal. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's a Z Crystal we can get, right? Yeah, we gotta come up this way, and then... Oh yeah, it's all of this around and around stuff. Okay. So... Oh, wait, is there a hidden item? Yeah, hey, there we go, a star piece! Broke off from there. Okay, I believe, yeah, if we enter here... The Plains Grotto! Oh, wow, that's actually right here, just out in the open. I thought we actually needed to go somewhere else. Okay, well, if we step forth on this Z Crystal pedestal, we end up finding the Commonium Z, which changes Komoo's exclusive move Clanging Scales into a exclusive Z move, which is really, really awesome. Again, I'm very behind on my Ultra Sun, so I probably will not be able to pick it up in Ultra Sun to show it off, but still, it's a really powerful move. Clanging Scales is a powerful move in its own right, but becoming an exclusive Z move, it just takes it to a whole nother level. Okay, there is a trainer somewhere down here. Literally, we cannot even avoid them. We do have to battle them. Wonderful. I just caught a very powerful Pokemon, and now I have to deal with a police officer who's apparently looking for Team Skull. Oh, wait, or are you Team Skull? Huh? Okay, we defeated the police officer, so now we can keep going, and literally that was it. And now I'm forced into battling this backpacker because, yeah, we can only go down. Wonderful. Yay, more editing! Alrighty, we've defeated the hiker, so now... Oh no, we still had to battle him. I was thinking though, oh god, I have to do more crazy shenanigans and avoiding things. But no, I think we're safe as I run into a sky-dropping Pokemon. Just when I think I'm all good and safe and sound, I get suckered in by being a dumbass. A Fearow drops down from the sky. I assume a Fearow would have also dropped down along the winding pathway there. Fearow, I appreciate you as a Pokemon species in general, but not today, madam. I'm content. I'm just gonna make my way through here, and I'm gonna avoid all of that. Okay, well, with that being said, we explored a brand new area, or technically two new areas, the Pony Meadow and the Pony Grotto, and we ended up catching a legendary Pokemon. So, next time on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we head to the right of the Pony Plains, and we see what lies ahead for us next. Until then, though, thank you for watching, and I will catch you later. Real quick, though, between episodes, I am gonna deal with that rustling grass Pokemon, and I need to heal everybody up, because, yeah, I think we got something important coming up rather soon.